Hello and welcome to the Embrace the Mud podcast. Today, we're going to be talking about the delicate balance between meeting your partner's needs and respecting your own boundaries in your relationship. I think this is a pretty common struggle for many of us, so listen along as we explore how to maintain harmony and authenticity in your most precious relationship. Let's dive in. You are listening to the Embrace the Mud podcast, where we discuss all things related to healthy, joyful, and life-giving relationships. Why focus on relationships? Because the quality of our intimate partnerships and close connections influences our health, happiness, and longevity more than anything else in our lives. Relationships matter a lot, so together, let's jump into the mud, aka our messy relationships, pull some weeds, plant some seeds, and create an enriching environment where strong relationships can take root. I am your grateful host, Dara Posner. I am a relational disaster working toward relational mastery. I am also a positive psychology coach, a relational mindset coach, a blogger, and now a podcaster. Thank you for tuning into this episode of the Embrace the Mud podcast, where we discuss all things related to healthy, joyful, life-giving relationships. If you are a fan of this podcast, please subscribe, follow, like, review, and share. Your engagement in this way is crucial to the success of the podcast, and I appreciate you taking just a few seconds to support my mission, which is to help people like you flourish in life and love. Do you often feel overwhelmed by the constant pressure to meet your partner's needs, no matter how much you give? Do you find yourself questioning if your efforts will ever be enough to satisfy them? This is a pretty common struggle in relationships today, and it's essential to explore how to maintain a healthy balance between meeting your partner's needs and respecting your own boundaries. The delicate balance between needs and boundaries is often overlooked when we talk about relationships. Yet it's crucial to recognize that each individual is responsible for their own needs and well-being. And while it's natural to support your partner in getting their needs met, you cannot sacrifice your own needs or cross your own boundaries in the process. Understanding the distinction between needs and desires is also essential, as needs are non-negotiable for our well-being, while desires, they can be more flexible. Additionally, respecting your partner's boundaries is paramount in fostering a healthy and equitable relationship. Consider scenarios where partners' needs and boundaries intersect. For example, one common dynamic is involving quality time and personal space. While one partner may crave frequent togetherness to feel connected and loved, the other might prioritize personal space and independence. This discrepancy can lead to inadvertent boundary crossings if one partner expects constant togetherness. Effective communication of needs and boundaries is crucial here, enabling partners to find a middle ground that honors both the needs for closeness and the need for autonomy. Similarly, emotional support and autonomy can present challenges when partners have differing needs. One partner may rely heavily on the other for emotional validation and reassurance, while the other may have boundaries around emotional availability. Striking a balance between providing support and respecting personal boundaries is essential to preventing feelings of overwhelm or resentment. Financial responsibility and independence can also create tension if partners' needs and boundaries diverge. While one partner may prioritize financial stability and security, the other might value financial independence and freedom. Often, discussions about financial goals, responsibilities, and boundaries are essential for finding common ground and ensuring both partners feel supported without sacrificing individual autonomy. When facing pressure to meet your partner's needs at the expense of your own well-being, it's important to communicate openly and assertively. Express your own limits and boundaries clearly and compassionately, emphasizing the importance of mutual satisfaction, respect, and understanding in the relationship. Remember that it's okay to say no when something feels uncomfortable or goes against your values and limits. Guilt may arise when we assert our boundaries or prioritize our own needs, but it's essential to recognize that guilt is not an accurate measure of our actions' validity. Guilt often stems from societal expectations or internalized beliefs about our role in relationships. Learning to differentiate between healthy guilt and unwarranted guilt is key to cultivating self-compassion and confidence in our decisions. Ultimately, achieving a balance between meeting your partner's needs and respecting your own boundaries requires ongoing communication. It requires self-awareness and mutual respect. By acknowledging and honoring your needs while empathically considering your partner's boundaries, you can cultivate a relationship that's grounded in authenticity and mutual support. In summary, remember that navigating the intersection of needs and boundaries in a relationship requires mindfulness, communication, and self-advocacy. By recognizing the importance of both our own needs and our partner's boundaries, or our partner's boundaries and our own needs, we can foster a relationship built on mutual respect, understanding, and support. If you're struggling to find the balance between needs and boundaries in your relationship and would like personalized support, consider scheduling a 90-minute one-on-one strategy session with me. During our session, we'll get clear on which needs and boundaries are in conflict, how to find a balance that is satisfying for both you and your partner, and how to communicate in the most effective way. You can visit mudcoaching.com to learn more and to schedule your session. Let's work together to create the fulfilling and balanced relationship that you deserve. Do you find yourself questioning the depth of your partner's love for you, wondering if you're just asking for too much or if you've chosen the right person? I get it. I've been there too. And that's why I created the No More Unmet Needs Workbook, your budget-friendly guide to achieving consistent emotional satisfaction in your relationship. In the face of unmet needs, it's really easy to unknowingly perpetuate the cycle. But the good news is it's simpler than you think to break free and experience the fulfilling connection that you deserve. Drawing from my personal journey and from my experience as a coach, I've honed a proven strategy over the years, and now I get to share it with you. In the 4-step, 16-page workbook, you will be able to eliminate any doubt or confusion about your needs, get clear about the difference between your core needs, actionable needs, and your desires, and communicate your needs like a pro by employing a simple yet powerful template to express your needs anytime with clarity and confidence. If you are ready to bid farewell to unmet needs and the confusion surrounding them, then the No More Unmet Needs Workbook is for you. And as a podcast listener, you get to enjoy 10% off by putting in the discount code GOODLOVE, all one word, GOODLOVE. Just head over to mudcoaching.com/shop to download your copy of the No More Unmet Needs Workbook today. Well, that brings us to the end of our episode for today. I hope you will embrace today's invitation to reflect on your own needs and boundaries in your relationship. Remember, it's important to prioritize both your own well-being and the well-being of your partner. By respecting boundaries and communicating openly, you can foster healthier, more fulfilling connections. I'll be back very soon with another episode for you right here on the Embrace the Mud podcast. In the meantime, please remember, you are wired for love and connection. You are capable of love and connection. You are worthy of love and connection. I'll see you soon.